Okay, so we can start the class. In the last class, what we were discussing was we were talking about the next kingdom, that is Protista, right? We have started or we have completed with Monera, and the next kingdom, Monera pora ki evolve hoise, the next kingdom tak ami ki boli kom Protista, right? Talking about Protista, there are basic certain lines that we always remember. The first line that goes is it is a kingdom of unicellular eukaryotes, right? Second, it forms a link between Monera on one hand and the other three kingdoms on the other hand, right? Okol Monera boli kole answer to incomplete hobo. Next is talking about the different characteristics of protists as far as locomotion is concerned, right? Next, nutrition. These are the points that we have already discussed. And what we were talking about was last unit ami jintu discuss kori asilu, we were talking about reproduction, and talking about reproduction in Protista, we remember that both asexual and sexual reproduction is seen in case of protists. Next point is, if you are talking about protists, it is the first kingdom in which sexual reproduction has just originated. Protistar agot jimanbur organisms asile, right? If you are talking about the organisms belonging to the previous kingdom or the prior kingdom, that is Monera, they do not show sexual reproduction. So if the question is asked, sexual reproduction first started in the kingdom called as Protista, right? Another point about we will be talking about sexual reproduction today, but before going to that, one more point about flagella. We know that when we have talked about Protista, we have talked about three different types of protists that belongs to that kingdom: animal-like protists, fungi-like protists, and plant-like protists. Animal-like protists will occur on the basis of locomotion. They are divided into categories. Some of the points we'll write it today, right? First thing that we know, since they are called as animal-like protists, then obviously they will have locomotory organs. And talking about the different locomotory organs, the most common that we talk about is obviously flagella. So in case of flagella, one point that you need to remember, flagella is something that is seen both in case of prokaryotes and also in certain eukaryotes. It's not necessarily called bacteria te flagella thakibo, but one basic point of difference between them is, in case of prokaryotic flagella, it is made up of a specific protein. Ki protein asile? Kuntu protein asile? We have completed during our bacterial class. Eukaryotic flagella and prokaryotic flagella, they have one protein that is very unique to them. We have two proteins, that is flagellin protein and tubulin protein, right? So tubulin protein is a characteristic of eukaryotic flagella, flagellin protein is a characteristic of prokaryotic. So if you are talking about bacteria flagella thakibo, and flagella to kihere bunua hobo, it will be made up of what? Flagellin protein. So this is one point that we need to remember. So we'll be starting the class with sexual reproduction in protists, heading kora. Sexual reproduction in protist. But reproduction in protist. Reproduction of point likhisu niki last class ot? Nai likha no? Both asexual and sexual, the point likhisu? Oh, dete namage. ৰাতিপুৱাই যদি মাৰ্কাৰটোৱে কাম নকৰে হ'ব কোৱাচোন। So if you are talking about sexual reproduction, obviously there will be formation and fusion of gametes. That's a point that we will not write. Karon ami jani no sexual reproduction boli kole gamete to thakiboi lagibo. Next, another word. Etu pori ahisa. So sexual reproduction is also called as syngamy, and talking about syngamy, we have 3 types, and out of the 3 types, which is supposed to be the most advanced one? It is oogamy, and the most primitive being isogamy, right? Now, talking about isogamy and oogamy, do you want a particular chart describing the differences, or it is understood? Oogamy, isogamy and anisogamy, tar majot ami difference bur janu ne na janu? Have you heard this words? Ekta word shunisa ne agote? Shunisa no? Tumaloke shunisa nai? Last bench, you have heard. So what is the basic difference? Just say about anything. Isogamy boli kole what we understand, we are talking about the gametes, because in sexual reproduction 2 gametes would be involved, and out of the 2 gametes both of them would be motile, and it is one of the primitive condition of sexual reproduction. Iso means same, both the gametes would be same. So you will hardly make a differentiation between which one is a male gamete, which one is a female gamete, right? Next, so they would be morphologically same, but physiologically they might be different. If I use that word, what we understand? Isogamy ki hoy, it is a condition or it is a primitive type of sexual reproduction. In this, we see the formation and fusion of 2 gametes which are morphologically exactly the same, right? So it is hard to differentiate between the male gamete and the female gamete. Duita to dekhate ke hoy, right? But I have used a sentence called as morphologically same but physiologically different. So what am I talking about? I am talking about the movement of the gametes, right? No doubt both the gametes are motile, both the gametes are same, but during the process of sexual reproduction, only one gamete will move towards the other gamete. So if suppose we are talking about 2 gametes like this, right? Both of them are exactly same. For the process of fertilization to occur, ei dutar majot fusion hobo lagibo na lage. They have to fuse, right? So for the process, one will move to the other. So in this, especially at this time, what we can say that this is motile, this is stationary, right? So this is the reason why we are using the word physiologically different. Physiologically different means one act as a male gamete, the other act as a female gamete. But we have no difference between male and female gamete. Is the statement understood? Physiologically different kiho karone koise? Karon etai he move koribo. One gamete only will move towards the other gamete. The other gamete will stay where is it, right? That is the reason we are using that word. Next is coming to anisogamy. Again, they are morphologically, this time they are different. The next word that you need to remember, one is small, the other is big, right? And the next word is motile, right? Anisogamy. Talking about oogamy, again, it is a developed form of anisogamy. So if I am using the word anisogamy, then out of the 2 gametes, obviously one will be small and one will be big. So talking about the small gamete, it is referred to as what? The male gamete, and the female gamete or the egg, it is said to be non-motile, and the larger part or the larger amongst the 2 gametes, right? Next, another point about oogamy is the sex organ or gametes are formed within sex organs. If I use the word sex organs, I think you have heard certain words called as archegonia, enteridium, etc. Right? Enteridium ki asile, the male sex organ, and if we talk about archegonium, we know that we are talking about the female sex organ, right? So specific formation of sex organ is seen in which type of sexual reproduction? It is seen in the advanced one, that is obviously oogamy. Yato duta gamete thakibo, yato duta gamete thakibo, yato eta horu eta dangor thakibo, yato eta horu eta dangor thakibo. But in this case, the gametes would be within sex organs, enteridium and archegonium, right? I think this much explanation is enough, right? Online students, kiba doubts asil niki? Oogamy to know. Oogamy ki hoy? A developed form of anisogamy. Anisogamy boli kole what we understand? We understand a condition where there are 2 gametes. Out of the 2 gametes, eta horu hobo aru eta dangor hobo. Horu to generally ami male boli consider korim, dangor to ami female by egg boli consider korim. So oogamy to ki thakibo duta gamete thakibo. ঠিক আছে এটা সৰু এটা ডাঙৰ এটা মেল এটা ফিমেল আৰু এটা স্পেশাল ক্যাৰেক্টাৰিষ্টিক কি হয় যে মেল টু মোটাইল হ'ব ফিমেল টু নন মোটাইল হ'ব দ্যাট ইজ দ্য সেকেন্ড ক্যাৰেক্টাৰিষ্টিক থাৰ্ড ক্যাৰেক্টাৰিষ্টিক কি হ'ব এই যে গ্যামেটবিলাক ফৰ্ম কৰিছে ন, মেল গ্যামেট ফৰ্ম কৰিছে, ফিমেল গ্যামেট ফৰ্ম কৰিছে, ক'ত ফৰ্ম কৰিছে, where exactly in the plant body. So they are formed within specific sex organs, and when we talk about sex organs, we have to talk about the male sex organ jar ভিতৰত male gamete to থাকিব আৰু female sex organ jar ভিতৰত female gamete to থাকিব. What is the name of the male sex organ? Enteridium. What is the name of the female sex organ? Archegonium. Is it clear? Okay, welcome. Another point, since we are using the word archegonium, what we said is archegonium is the female sex organ. But the point to be remembered is the female sex organ in case of algae, it's not archegonia. Right? So, ami pisole jetia when we will study about the plant kingdom, we will be more specific about these organs, where they are found, etc., etc. Enteridium starts from the lowest group of plants, or Enteridium starts developing from the lowest group of plants, that is algae. But if you are talking about archegonia, the primitive group of plants did not have archegonia. Instead, they have something called as oogonia. Right? So, algae archegonium asene nai. Algae lacks archegonia. What they have? That does not mean they do not have a female sex organ. They have a female sex organ, but it's not archegonia. It is not of that specific shape and size. Right? Eblak ami plant kingdom mod korim. So, this is about sexual reproduction. Next likha life cycle in protist. Life cycle in protist. But life cycle of protist. Okay. What is a life cycle? The entire events that occur within that period of birth and natural death, that is called as a life cycle. How many types of life cycle have you heard? Especially life cycle is the portion that is book, I mean we have to study in details during our plant kingdom portion, right? So, how many types of life cycle tumalke khuna paisa? 3 types. One is haplontic, diplontic and haplodiplontic or diplohaplontic. This type of life cycles depends on what? Means the question is which organism will show which type of a life cycle depends on what? Some organisms show a haplontic life cycle, some organisms show a diplontic, and whereas some other organisms show the combination of both. But on which factor is it dependent? Kunto organism ketia haplontic hobo? It depends on the set of chromosomes. Right? Either it's haploid or it is diploid, right? If an organism is haploid or if the parent is haploid, then the type of life cycle will always be haplontic, and if it is diploid, then we will see a diplontic life cycle. No doubt in case of plants, we see 3 types of life cycles, but in case of protists, they are only confined to 2 types, right? Protistot ami 3 types of life cycle we do not see. Only 2 types, ki dekha pao? Haplontic or diplontic, right? First write it down, then we will explain. Anyone remember what is the other name of haplontic life cycle? Haplontic life cycle, diplontic and haplodiplontic. Gute tintare, they have an alternative name also. No. Some words like zygotic meiosis, gametic meiosis, sporic meiosis. These are the 3 words that are alternate to these words. Okay. So this one is called as zygotic meiosis, and many questions has been asked about this point also. Right. So the first type of life cycle we are discussing is haplontic life cycle. Haplontic life cycle ketia hobo when the protist is haploid. So the adult that will undergo, that we are talking about, is obviously haploid. So if it is haploid, life cycle haplontic. Haplontic life cycle is also called as zygotic meiosis. Why is it called as such? Because the zygote undergoes meiosis, right. So a poster to a term to monod rakhiba, right. So what we are showing is the adult will form the two gametes, right. The two gametes will fuse and will form the twice end structure, that is the zygote, and ultimately it will form the new organisms. Another point to notice is in this entire life cycle it is only the zygote that is diploid. Baki sob bila ki hoy? Haploid, right. So term to monod rakhima. Next is this time the adult or the protist would be diploid. So this is a diagram of diplontic life cycle. The adult or the main protist or the parent is diploid. So the diploid will undergo meiosis, ultimately they will form the gametes, because we know gamete formation ki hoy, it's always because of meiotic division, right, or reduction division. So they will combine zygote, and the zygote will undergo dash type of a division to form the adult. It will form, or it will undergo mitosis. I think that's over. From this point, what is important? The two terms. Next, likha types of protist. So, 3 types of protists, animal like, plant like and fungi like. Details ami ki korim? This 2, right. So, next heading ki likhiba? Plant like protist. So, for plant like protists, what we are going to do is, we are going to make a comparison between the 3 of them, diatoms, xenoflagellates and euglena. So, we are going to make a chart first. Ekhine likhi loa tar pisot. I think this part is over. Plant like protist not eta bostu likha ase. They are also called as photosynthetic protist. So, the next heading is photosynthetic protist. Right. Let us write the chart first. Right. প্ৰথমতে লিখি লোৱা and we will talk about what is important. So there are a few more points, but talking about this points key important from examination point of view, division, right? Division birat important. Question ahe, dinoflagellate or dinoflagellate belongs to, or diatoms are included in chrysophyta, dinoflagellates are included in pyrophyta, right? Division important. Next, as far as habitat is concerned, we know that protist bilak ki hoy, generally aquatic, that's a common line that goes for everyone, right? But in spite of that, this point is important. Mostly marine in case of dinoflagellate. Talking about the common names to generally not very important, tothapi algae with glasshouse, jewels of the plant kingdom, etc., etc. Is this over? লিখা হৈছে তোমালোকৰ সবৰে? Next লিখা point number 4, cell wall. Okay. From this 2 point, what is important? The names, right? Thika or Lorica, it is the cell wall of dinoflagellates. Then you have to remember the word frustule. And another important question is about this one also, since it's absent. We know that Eulina cell wall nathake. Talking about this flagella, flagellar, so what's the important point here? Right, because it is absent in case of diatoms who does not have a flagella. Next, talking about dinoflagellates, as the name suggests, we know it has 2 types of flagella. We have a word that is called as heterocont. I think you have heard certain words like isocont and heterocont condition. Kot paisa jana, plant kingdom or in the NCERT book you have a chart that describes the differences between red algae, brown algae and green algae. Ekon chart ase no? Hey chart konot kisuman enukwa flagella ase where both the flagella looks alike. Right, in that case we use the word called as isocont, but here we are using the word heterocont. What we understand by this, the 2 flagella that are present are morphologically different. যদি morphologically different হয় আমি word এটা use কৰোঁ heterocon, and as far as morphological difference is concerned, one is called as a whiplash type and the other is called as a tinsel type. Talking about this word whiplash, it looks like a whip. I think we understand what a whip is. Sabuk চিনি পাও no? Whip, do we understand that jockey used to have a whip in its hand? যোনে ঘোঁৰা চলাই ন তাহাঁতৰ হাতত কি থাকে whip এডাল থাকে, so that it will look like a whip. Whip means কি something like this, like this, like this. And talking about the tinsel type, a flagella is said to be a tinsel type of flagella when it hair like structures, mestigoniums বুলি কয়, ইমান না লাগে. So এডালত কি থাকিব hair like structures থাকিব, and this type of a flagella would be called as tinsel. ইমান detailed description is not needed. What you need to remember is heterocon and 2. And talking about this, no doubt in case of Euglena we see 2 of them, but only one is active, the longer one is active, short to inactive, right? Next point number 4, 5, 6. য'ত absent word kita ase, please study those properly, okay? Reserve food, the entire section is important. Question ahe. এইটোও লাগিব কিন্তু এটা বেছি ইম্পৰ্টেণ্ট. Since these are nothing but photosynthetic protists, so obviously photosynthesis যদি হয়, then they will have the pigments. Talking about pigment, the most common pigment is obviously chlorophyll. Talking about chlorophyll, there are so many different types of chlorophyll, 9 to 10 types of chlorophyll. The universal chlorophyll is chlorophyll A. So obviously chlorophyll A sobate present hobo, right? Chlorophyll or bahire aru ki pigments thake photosynthesis? Carotenoids, phycobilins, 3 types. Now xanthophyll is a part of carotenes itself, right? So 3 types: chlorophyll, carotenoids. So our ভিতৰত তাৰমানে carotene is a pigment, it's a section. Within carotenes we have carotenoids and xanthophylls. Both of them belong to the same one. And the third is phycobilins. Phycobilins, what we know that this is a photosynthetic pigment of lower organisms, generally bacteria. কি থাকিব phycobilins, blue green algae phycobilins, red algae phycobilins, right? Class কি হল অফ হৈ গ'ল কোনো একো কোৱা কেনেকৈ নক'ব কোনোবা এজন যোৱা না অ'কে ইউ ৰাহুল যোৱা কেতিয়াৰ পৰা অফ হৈ আছে এইমাত্ৰ ন Online students, can you hear me now? Something happened during the class? Hello? শুনা পাইছা নাই মাজত কি ডিসকানেক্ট হৈ গৈছিলে ভিডিও অফ হৈ গৈছে এটা ঠিক আছে নে ঠিক আছে সো চার্টখন দেখা পাইছিলা নাই ওকে Questions about pigments, not very important, okay? Talking about reproduction, we know in case of protists, both the two types of reproduction, but the question has been asked about this one. In case of Euglena, we see asexual reproduction, and you have to be precise which asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction, the most common is obviously binary fission. Binary fission, there could be two types, longitudinal and transverse also. So, we have longitudinal binary fission. Depending on organism to organism, either they will undergo longitudinal or they will undergo transverse. If you are talking about the bacteria generally undergoes which type of binary fission? Transverse binary fission. But if you are talking about Euglena, it will undergo longitudinal binary fission. So, this was the comparison between the three types of photosynthetic protists. Junkhini points tick kori disu, please study those points, right? After this, what we will do is there are certain points that are not present in the chart. So, we will be writing about that, right? So, diatoms, dinoflagellates, some extra points you need to know. So, if this is over, next heading kora diatoms ba division chrysophyta boli likhasun. Division chrysophyta. kiba word buzi napale, please ask. So some extra points about diatoms. Chrysophyta includes two types of organism, diatoms and desmides or desmid. They show a special type of a movement, that is gliding movement. Two types of movement you need to study, just a word, one is gliding and the other is whirling, right. Gliding movement by diatoms, whirling movement by dinoflagellates, right. What is gliding movement? Sliding along with the water is called as gliding, slippery, right, that is called as gliding. Cell wall is made up of two halves, it almost look like a soap box. The upper half is called as the epitheca and the lower half is called as the hypotheca. Not very important, but this word is important, right. Soap box like car thake. Next, cell wall indestructible. Why it is indestructible? Because of the presence of silica. I think if you have noticed that comparison that we have done, eta side or ami ki likhisilu dinoflagellates we about the cell wall, it is composed of cellulose and pectin. In case of diatoms, it is composed of cellulose and silica does not get destructed very easily. It keeps on depositing and ultimately they will form something called as diatomaceous earth, which is also called as Kessel-Gerb. Both the terms you need to remember, right. So, talking about asexual reproduction, binary fission and spore formation, binary fission during favorable, spore formation during unfavorable condition. So these are the extra points that were not present in the chart. So we need to know. Common examples of diatoms not very important. Out of the economic importance, chief producer of aquatic ecosystem, that is the reason why they produce oxygen in such a huge amount, right. Next is ei dutar upor question ahise, baki ei gitar upor question aha nai, right. So soundproofing and filtration of oils and syrups. So these were the extra points. Next likha pyrophyta. Kuntu? Navicula, Navicula. Okay. So dinoflagellates belong or are included in the division called as Pyrophyta. They are also called as armored dinoflagellates because they have a rigid coat, right. The flagella are called as whirling whips. Talking about the structure of a dinoflagellate, the diagram that is given in your NCERT book also you need to see, right? Eto diagram diya nai kintu NCERT book you have a specific diagram. Question that is asked is identify the organism, right? The diagram that is given is directly given in the question and you have to identify. So this diagram is included only in the new edition of NCERT and not in the old edition, right? If suppose if you have a book that is, I mean it's an old edition NCERT, then you will not have, right? New edition of diagram ase, look into the diagram. Talking about diatoms, the life cycle was diplontic. Talking about dinoflagellate, the life cycle is haplontic. Have you heard this word, mesokaryotic nucleus? If you talk about nucleus, how many types of nucleus you know? Two types, eukaryotic and the prokaryotic, right? Basic difference is presence or absence of the nuclear membrane, that it gives a definite shape and size, right? But we have something called as mesokaryotic. It is a condition that is intermediate between prokaryotic and eukaryotic. When is a nucleus said to be mesokaryotic? When the cell division or the process of cell division occurs within the nuclear membrane. If you remember, you have studied in cell division like mitosis, meiosis, etc., right? There are various phases of cell division, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, telophase, etc. What is the first step of cell division? It is prophase. What is the unique characteristic of prophase? Each and every phase has certain unique points, right? If you talk about it as prophase, there are certain characteristics that we see during that phase. If you talk about metaphase also, we can denote the entire metaphase by a single line. What is the line? The chromosomes gets arranged in the equatorial plan, right? Similarly, if you talk about telophase, one line, the chromosomes get, or they start getting arranged towards the two poles, or the chromatid, it gets separated, right? If you talk about telophase, the first line, it is just the opposite of prophase. Obviously, তাতকে বেছি characteristics আছে, কিন্তু এটা line আমি মনত ৰাখিব লাগিব ন? Telophase কি হয়? The last step for cell division. Exactly what happens in telophase? All the events that took place in prophase, opposite. এটা জানিব লাগিব prophase কি হয়? The first point about prophase, what happens when cell division starts to occur? The first point is ki hoy, the nuclear membrane disappear. So if you talk about cell division and the steps of cell division, does it occur within the nuclear membrane, or the nuclear membrane gets disrupted and then the cell division takes place? Separation of chromosomes, but thinning of chromosomes, but chromatid splitting, etc., etc. ebur ketia hoy? Jetia nuclear membrane to separate hoy, right? So if you talk about that, that is the first one. But what is a mesokaryotic nucleus? All the events of cell division occurs within that nuclear membrane. ঠিক আছে, so nuclear membrane খন যদি separate নহয়, কিছুমান lower organisms nuclear membrane separate নহয় পেলাই events বিলাক ক'ত হয়, it occurs within that nuclear membrane. I'll write it down. That is what is called as mesokaryotic. What is the question that is asked? Definition about mesokaryotic never being asked, right? What are the events that occur? How does mesokaryotic nucleus divide? These are the questions that are not asked. The question that is asked is the presence of mesokaryotic nucleus is a characteristic feature of dash organisms. But mesokaryotic nucleus is seen in, it's seen in dinoflagellates, right? So mesokaryotic got likha nuclear envelope right. So mesokaryotic word to mount rakhiba seen in dinoflagellates. Now some extra points in the sense examples and all those stuffs. Yes, last line too. A nuclear envelope present during cell division. Mesokaryotic nucleus, nuclear envelope present during cell division. That is one statement that defines a mesokaryotic nucleus. So these are some more points about dinoflagellates. They are also called as fire algae. Sea ghost, especially the question has been asked about red tide, red sea and red tide, important, right? Water bloom is red sea to blue green algae, Trichodesmium erythraeum. So specifically, he question to ahe. You don't get confused between red sea and red tide, right? So red sea, blue-green algae, red tide, dinoflagellate. Right? Next, talking about water bloom, we have already studied about water bloom. One example that is responsible for a water bloom that we have already studied. A group of organisms responsible for water bloom. Blue-green algae ami porisu, right? And together with that, dinoflagellates also responsible. Together with that, certain types of algae are also responsible for water bloom, right? Next, we have to talk about the secretion of a special toxic substance that is called a sexitoxin, right? If it enters the human body, it might cause paralysis. Now the question is, how will it enter the human body? We know dinoflagellate is an organism that is mainly confined to the marine areas, right? And it causes paralysis in human beings. Keneke? What is the relation? Marine organism etai human being keneke paralyze koribo pare? Are you understanding the question? Dinoflagellates are present where? In the marine area, right? It causes paralysis in human beings. That does not mean human beings live in the marine area. So keneke kore? Food chain, right? If properly the seafood is not cooked, then these chemicals might cause problems in your body, right? Seafood is bahute khai, okman dangerous to hoy kintu, right? Ekdam personal experience that I had a friend he expired. Goa goise, full hale and hearty, goise, tar party korise, seafood khaise, loge dhukai goise. Instant he died because the food was not cooked properly. So sometimes it's very dangerous, right? Because you see a lot of chemical substances within the seafood. That does not mean you should not be eating. Obviously, you should be eating. That's very tasty also, right? Can you provide it? It's cooked properly. No. Anyway, so this one. Next is some extra points about Euglena. Heading kora Euglena. Ekini hol ne ke likha? Euglena by euglenoids, but division euglenoids will you likhibo para? No, গোটেই ডিভিশনটোৰ ভিতৰত members, right? আৰু এনেও যদি compare কৰা, out of the 3 photosynthetic protists, Euglena is the biggest one. Oh, এটা মই বুজাই দিম ৰবা পালমেলা ফৰ্মেশ্যন লিখিছোঁ পালমেলা ষ্টেজ লিখিলোঁ নেকি ষ্টেজ ঠিক আছে পালমেলা ষ্টেজ মই বুজাই আছোঁ প্ৰথমে ট্ৰাকিল আছে Stays. just to have an idea, the rough diagram about Euglena, right. So, elongated structure, longitudinal binary fission we understand, the structure 2 flagella, one is active, one is inactive. Then we have nucleus and all those eye spot, reserve food, chloroplast, etc. We have to talk about specially these red lines that are drawn, right. Enugua kisuman line structures thakibo. Now, it is not like this that these myonemes or these red lines does not divide the Euglena into compartments. These are certain line-like structures that is present only in the pellicle. Right. We have the organism covered by a layer, the layer is called as pellicle, right. When we talk about Euglena does not have a cell wall. Instead of a cell wall, it has a covering, the covering is called as pellicle. In the pellicle, what you will see is certain structures that are called as myonemes. And what is the function of the myonemes? The myonemes keep on expanding and contracting. So, that leads to the movement of Euglena also. Right. So, we see a special type of movement that is called as creeping movement, and who is responsible for giving that creeping movement? It is a myoneme that is present in the pellicle. Right. Iman details of question aha nai. The points egita underline koriso egita porile hoi gol. Right. Talking about this part, obviously mixotropic nutrition we have talked about, it is important. Cell wall absent, pellicle present, it is important. Next is yata eta question ahe, palmella stage is seen in. Palmella stage is a stage that is seen during unfavorable condition. Not necessary it is seen only in dinoflagellates. We have certain types of algae who undergo palmella stage, right. So, question ki ahibo, what is palmella stage? Question ahe. Kintu palmella stage is seen in dinoflagellates, certain types of lower algae, etc., etc. Just to have an idea what is a palmella stage. Palmella stage mane ki hoy? This is a formation of a group of organisms. We consider certain organisms that has flagella. So, these organisms during favorable condition used to move from one place to another in search of food, right, or they used to go from one place to another. But during unfavorable condition, what they do, they accumulate themselves or they group themselves in an area, and within themselves they will form a covering almost like a cyst. The second point is when they are forming that formation, they will withdraw their flagella. Right. So, if you are talking about Euglena in a favorable condition, they will have the flagella. During unfavorable condition, various Euglena will come and form a group. They will withdraw their flagella and will synthesize a wall against them so that they can survive during the unfavorable condition. And especially when we are talking about unfavorable condition, which condition we are referring to? Generally, we are referring to lack of water, because these everything are aquatic organisms, right. So, unfavorable condition it could be very high temperature also, it could be lack of food also. But when we talk about unfavorable, the most common thing that we are referring to is obviously lack of water. So, during the dry season especially, Euglena bilake ki koribo, they will withdraw their flagella, they will stay in a group, and ultimately they will cover, the entire group would be covered by a wall, almost like a cyst or a spore, right. Once the favorable condition arrives, means once the rainy season arrives or there is enough rainfall, the cyst that they have formed or the wall that they have formed, that will be washed away. The Euglena will again develop their own flagella and they will move from one place to another. This is what is called as palmella. Two things important: first, withdraw their flagella; second, during unfavorable condition, right. So, this is all about photosynthetic protists. So, today in the class what we have done is we have completed the photosynthetic protists, the 3 types, and the next part that we have to talk about is fungi-like protists, right. Fungi-like protists, or one and only example that we will talk about is slime molds. And talking about slime molds, 2 different types of slime molds ase. So, ami comparative study eta koribo laibo. Keita bazile? Is this thik ase ne rukuri? Thik ase? Then I think I should wind up my class. Okay then. Thank you for today. Online students, kiba doubts asil niki? Okay. So, we will meet on the next class. The topic would be fungi-like protists. Thank you. MCQs কৰা আৰম্ভ কৰিছানে? Topics বিলাকৰ আৰম্ভ হয় নে? যেতিয়া আইডিয়া পাবা কেনেকুৱা ধৰণৰ কোৱেশ্চন আহে। ঠিক আছে, বাট তোমাৰ মাষ্টাৰ এক্সিএল বা কেটেগৰী বা বেলেগ books. What you can do is,
Actually, value is the.
huh?
Actually, value is the.
Oh, you can do it. The more number you do, the more is good. What you can do, another thing is, suppose you have a break, duta class mein a break ase ba basic break ase. More table of bahut books ase. Provided you take the book and keep the book in the table itself. Don't take it home. Okay, what is going to even if you want to practice, you can take the books and practice them.
All the